Hello and good morning, Bonnie. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Absolutely fantastic. I'm very excited to share a conversation with you because you have moved the mountains. You have been through so many challenges and changes, and this book is such a great tool for those of us that are growing.
Yes, exactly. And it's very relevant right now, particularly. We're going through so many different things that relate to what I'm talking about in the book. And that is the way men treat women. So we have Weinstein now, and you see how difficult it is. Women have a terrible time still.
Yep.
Being believed, being respected, in that area. And so men just get away with it, continue to. But it's better. It's a lot better. My book describes the life of a 95-year-old woman. And so I go back a lot, and I show them how it's always been and how it's been. But it gets better. It gets better. But right now we have some tough things going on with the Weinstein thing. It shows you how hard it is for people to believe women.
Yeah.
They just, it's very hard.
Do you think that goes back to our fathers? Because my father was very strict at how we looked up to our mother, respected our mother, and made sure that every woman that my mother came in contact with, they also were respected. My father was very tough on that.
Well, that's very good. I mean, it's in the genes. I mean, it's like good. You had a good parent. My parents were terrible.
Wow.
They didn't want to deal with it. They didn't want to believe me. I was always in that case. And, it's all along. I mean, doctors, the way I was treated, there's so many things in the book. And it got better, obviously, when I got older. But even when I was here in California working, that was one of the worst ones because he was so revered by all the guys, and so that this guy who became my friend told a story everywhere. It was his favorite story to tell if I was around. And so it went on and on and on, and they all thought it was very, very funny. And I wasn't sharp enough at the time. I wasn't good enough at the time to say, hey, Dave, stop it. It's not funny, and it hurts me. So don't talk about it anymore. I wish I had been able to say that to him. But I didn't. It's hard.
No, you're absolutely right about that. There's an age though that we all reach where we become so strong, but then people will go, "Oh, you're just being a curmudgeon." No, I'm not being a curmudgeon. I'm just telling it to you straight. What age do you think that you gained that strength? Because I love your openness, and to get that energy to be so open and so strong is just so inspiring.
Well, of course, the Me Too movement was a big push for me and for the guy that worked with me, the editor. And he said, you got to just go deeper. How did you feel? What did it do?
Yes.
I mean, I hadn't quite done that before. I had with therapy, yes, but writing it was like being there, And the same when I did the audio thing. It was, I was scared that I wouldn't be able to do it. And it was easy because it was like a performance. It was like, I'm an actress, so it was just like a performance doing the audio. And I think it's quite good because it's right now and it's real. And I think it's quite good that I did that. And I'm hoping that, as I say, it's so relevant right now. We seem to be going through all kinds of things again with treating women badly, and with the effort to believe, and it is complicated. You see, it's all very complicated, always has been through centuries, because some women do use sex to get along, to get ahead. They do use it. sometimes. So that makes it even more complicated to believe what we're saying.
Yeah.
And to understand, for men to understand how harmful it is.
I can't imagine what you went through, though, with having an open relationship. I mean, I love the fact that you were open enough to put it in there in the book that you said, no, we're changing the rules in the middle of this game. It's going to stop. But you still had those steps and experiences before that rule.
Yeah, well, it was never a decision. It was never an absolute decision that we were doing it. It's just that after I got married, I thought, this is there was never a discussion.
Yeah.
Never a discussion. And it was just, we got married because we wanted to live together, to have sex together. But we didn't have some kind of a huge commitment. Neither of us.
Yeah.
Wasn't that huge. I think Bill's commitment was more than mine. I never thought who knew we'd ever be married so long? It's just circumstances that went along. It's just, I tell it like it was. That's all. I tell it like it was.
Yeah.
It was acceptable up to a certain point, although very hurtful. Wasn't easy to accept. Very hurtful. But on the other side, I wanted to be with Bill.
Yep.
Because I loved him, and he was interesting, and it was just my karma. One of my therapists said, he's just your karma. My therapist, that's pretty funny.
72 years and growing, and you're in an entertainment marriage. Look, I've been in the entertainment business. I know how tough I can be with the ups and downs and the slides arounds, the big dreams and the failures. I don't know how you guys have survived 72 years.
Well, I don't either, but we did. We have. And we're a couple of old folks now trying to help each other get through every day.
Wouldn't you say, Bonnie, though, that the older we get, especially during the silver years, this is the true test of time? And you say it right here. Life is all about solving problems.
That's right. Right, it is. And when you get to know that, when you get to understand that, it becomes much easier. Mm-hmm. In other words, I don't think if when you're a kid, you don't know that. You don't know that. It's interesting to watch all of these young people, very political and very much involved in all these protests and stuff. It's very interesting to watch it. It's not interesting for the poor universities, but it's interesting for me to watch it. When we were in college, we didn't pay any attention. And boy, they're paying attention now, and that's good that they pay attention. We've got to get them to do it the right way, but they are paying attention. Yeah. And that's and they say, no, you shouldn't be doing that, or, that's great. Yeah. Of course, there was a huge years of anti-Vietnam. That was huge. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. But not openly aggressive like this.
Is your book a love letter back to your younger self? In other words, you have put your heart on these pages. You've cleared your soul of the experiences that you've gone through. And I almost feel like that it's a love song or a love letter back to your younger self.
I can't call it a love letter. There was too much pain.
Yeah.
It's a history.
Yes.
I meant it as a teaching thing, as a history. The history of one middle-class woman, girl, woman, mother, grandmother. It's a history, and it's in order to connect with everybody. Every woman has a history. Every woman has a history. This is my history, and it's not for me. although it did change things for me, it's not so much for me as it is for all the other women out there. To say, you see, this is what happened to me. These are the things that happened to me. Now, you look at what's happened to you. See how you've done.
Yeah.
And see how you can do.
My mother did not write a book. Therefore, my interpretation of my mother is different from my sister's interpretation of my mother. We have no pages. But the fact that you put it in a book, I'm so proud of you for doing that.
Well, goodness. I never thought of it as such a... I honestly never thought that it was some sort of special thing. I mean, that people would react that way. I am surprised at the reaction that it was brave, or that it didn't feel that way to me. It was something I had to do. I just did it.
Yeah. And there are so many different things in here that serve as a teaching tool. Like, I love the fact that Bill openly admits that you've had 3 marriages, and it's the different chapters within your life.
Yeah. He's always said that. And you see, his understanding of it is so different from a woman's. He doesn't have that emotional thing that women have.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I shouldn't say that, it's not necessary. It's just that I think he was just trying to be mad at his mother, that whole Catholic thing, that you're born in sin and all of that. Bill hates that and broke away from the Catholic Church. And he hates that because of his mother's teaching. He hated that. He loves her very much. Mm-hmm. But he hated everything about her behavior and mothering. Yeah. But he did love her very much.
Do you have a favorite love song with Bill?
Well, silly songs. If I had a nickel, I tell you what I'd do. I'd spend it all on candy and I'd give it all to you. That was one of the things he used to sing to me all the time. He did. He used to sing a lot, but silly little songs like that. And then all of the Frank Sinatra stuff. Yes. It was during that period, and he loved Frank Sinatra, and he would sing all his songs to me. But that one that I just did was... I remember that so well. If I had a nickel, I'd tell you what I'd do. I'd give it all, spend it all on candy and give it all to you. Because that's how much I love you, baby. That's how much I love something like that. I don't sing well. But, I've always... What did he sing the other day? It came out of the blue. I cannot remember. But every once in a while, a song will just come out of the blue for Bill. And he'll sing it. And he doesn't know where it came from. Came from his childhood, probably. And he'll just remember it and sing it. Yeah.
Wow.
Because his memory is not good now.
Yeah.
His memory. But he's always been able to take... See, I remember everything. Everything. Bill has always been able to take things that he didn't want to remember and put them away. I don't know where they go, but they're gone. He doesn't remember. I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
Wow.
Even before he began to lose his memory, but it was always, no. He always is moving on. He's never the memories. I have so many wonderful memories as well as sad ones. I've got the full gamut, the full gamut, and I cherish them. When I go to bed at night,
wow,
I think about all the people that I've known. I think about them, especially now that I'm so old. And I think about all of them, and I go over all the things that have happened and stuff. I do. That's just me.
I love it. Bonnie, you've got to come back to this show anytime in the future. You've got one hell of a story, and I love sharing it with my listeners.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Well, you be brilliant today, okay?
Okay.